I was gonna pretend I had coffee, and then
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, there's no
how
coffee.
how are you gonna start
Then show off the Elico mug.
the Lico mug with the
It's okay.
yeah.
Hi everyone.
Here.
Ahmed Abbas, Firas Afani, back with another session. First of all, we're very excited. We haven't spoken to you since Powerlifting Me Too. Have we spoken?
Nope.
We haven't.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh well, it was a great event.
Great event.
It was a fantastic
no,
event.
we did have a.
We did.
We did have a. Yeah, we did.
We did. We did
did.
mention the great lifts.
Yeah.
And now that things are up and going again, we've got some news. So we've got the Powerlifting Cup. We haven't named it yet because we're waiting for our sponsor to sign off so we can start naming it. But it comes with a giant money prize and hopefully a beautifully designed cup by our one and only Shahid.
You guys don't know.
Yeah?
They got the team in the background and.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they're all here hearing it. No pressure. Hopefully it'll be here on time.
It'll be on time.
And then of course we're gonna have the Open later on this year, and fingers crossed we're working with one of the universities to run a university championship.
Ooh.
So that would be a big one.
How am I in the dark about this? I need to come into the office more often.
You need to come into the office.
I need to
The more often indicates that you come in enough.
I didn't know this.
The indication
that
was
good, huh?
what a line. More often. Oh, you show up all the time.
Try to stick that in there.
Yeah, no.
It's a hard-working person.
Oh wow,
Nope.
killing it.
But no, that's amazing. I didn't know. That's
Yeah.
I'm
So
excited,
we
okay.
submitted our proposal to X University without mentioning
Yeah.
what it is, but it has to do with Qatar.
Nice.
And hopefully once we get an approval on that one, we run it and we start to run a university level powerlifting
That's
setup.
That's amazing.
I'm not going to discuss the weightlifting one. This is strictly powerlifting today.
Powerlifting. But doesn't mean you should stay tuned because
no, there's more. There's more.
So.
But for this one, the purpose of this absolute powwow is to discuss tips for the Powerlifting Cup. I'm going to explain the rules.
Yeah.
We have teams. Teams will be comprised of at least 3 males and 3 females, with one of the competitors, either male or female, and only these two. I don't want any of the messes that are happening in the States. No controversy there whatsoever. 3 male, 3 female. One of the competitors must be either a sub-junior, junior, or a master.
Okay.
At least. At the end of the competition, the highest 3 male and 3 female, with one of the competitors being a non-open, will be taken, and the team's score will be the total Wilks, and the team with the highest Wilks will win.
Nice.
And they will win a huge grand prize. It's bigger than any of the prizes that we've given yet. This I think is like a summation of two championship prizes, right? So it's a big one.
Nice.
Hopefully we'll be able to announce it soon. Tips.
Yeah.
Make sure you have subs.
Yeah. So if there's a team of 6, make sure you have a team of 8.
You should bring 8 no matter what.
No matter what,
right? There you can have as many as up to 8 athletes compete.
So,
however, even with the 8, have subs.
Oh, okay.
Because example, team of 6 competes. They have 8 people. One of them bombed out, didn't hit their squats.
I was gonna say
no score.
No score, but does that okay? Let's say if someone does bad with all their squats,
no score.
No
they
score.
don't get given a Wilks. They bomb out. They're disqualified.
So what does the sub do?
So this is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm a coach. I'm gonna call my team BCQ.
Okay.
And I have 8. I have 4 male, 4 female, and I have 1 male junior and 1 female junior. Just a hypothetical situation. And they're all competing. Then if one of my athletes bombs out, I have another athlete to replace the Wilks, because only the top 6 Wilks will be taken.
Okay.
3 of them male and 3 of them female.
And they can jump in.
Yeah, no. This is not the subs yet. This is all competitors.
Competitors, okay.
But let's say I'm coming into the competition and I have an additional 2 names of people. If I'm flying in 2 more people. What happens if one of them actually doesn't compete? What happens if one of them feels pain? What happens if one of them gets sick? You'd want someone to step in, right? That's what the sub is for. But for competition, I'm recommending 8. We're not recommending 6. Yes, you want 6, but you want to have 8 competing at the same time. Because if one of them bombs out, that score is gone. You're missing a 1 Wilks score. You're basically going to be the summation of 5 scores. Make sense?
Makes sense.
So, minimum requirements, team of 6. If everything goes well, then you've got those scores. But God forbid, should something happen, you'd want to have a sub score. I'd probably have a fourth male and a fourth female, and I would make sure that I don't just have one non-open. I'd have multiple non-opens.
Yeah.
Okay, non-opens being sub-junior, junior, masters.
I think it's better to have better.
Yes.
Really?
If I was going to ideally pick it, I'd go 8, 4
Okay.
men, 4 women. I'd have 1 junior and 1 master, or 2 masters or 2 juniors.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, sub-juniors
does
are
that-
kind of difficult right now because it's June.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say sub juniors at the moment that they're all doing
You know,
their
exams. So
exams. So
yeah.
you know, best of luck.
yeah,
know,
study hard.
I know some that aren't be able to compete for a while. 'cause
No.
they're-
They're out for a while.
Yeah, so the best of luck to you guys if you're watching. So
Yeah.
you know, it's a shame because some of them are really talented, and I really wanted to see them lift.
Yes.
You know, but hopefully we'll see them as
Wow, summer's
know.
coming.
someone's coming. So
Yeah.
definitely.
So that would
Okay.
be my first tip. Yeah.
Okay.
First tip: make sure you have a team of 8, up to 8, and you have more than one open, non-open category, and that you have 2 subs
Okay.
in case. Okay. Now, again, well, that kind of covers all 3 tips. Better to have 4 and 4 rather than 3 and 5.
Fair enough.
Coaches should probably be doing the math right now. It's not just about the biggest lifters. You want the biggest Wilks, right? You don't want just everyone is a super heavyweight and everyone's picking up weights. You want biggest Wilks. We've seen from the last competitions, there's a few 400s. There's 1 500 we saw in Qatar. God bless him, Abu Faisal, who was an absolute monster. But there's plenty of 400s, and on those days, on a good day, 430 would be much more important than a 420.
Yeah.
So you want to pick your lifters that way. You want to sit and just sit, like literally, do the math.
So this is where these guys really have to check their weight because
Yes.
their weight does affect their will.
Yes. So that's another point. A rule here is I can't bring 2 lifters from the same weight class.
Ah.
Right?
Okay.
So if I have a team, I can't have 2 people who are both 120 plus.
Makes sense.
One of them can be 120 plus. One of them can be 120. One of them can be 105. Whatever you want. But you can't have 2.
2 of the same weight class.
Yes, in the 8, right? So that in itself may be a little tricky for everyone because they got to go around. It's a difficult restriction.
They have to. Well, this is where they have to pick their team
Yes.
correctly. I think
Yes.
this is where
Yes.
they have to really check their roster, see who's available.
Sorry,
'Cause-
I'm grabbing my phone because I'm looking for the tips because we wrote these.
We
yesterday.
we did. I
Yeah.
had a lot of voice notes. That was in the middle of a training session.
I'm not gonna listen to the voice notes now. Oh.
They're all dumb. Had a bad squat day.
All right.
Yeah.
So that would be a very important note. Make sure that they're all in different weight classes.
I think that's better for you. I think it's better for the Wilks as well. I think.
Yeah, I think it's also better for the whole meet.
For the whole meet.
I mean, if you were to ask me what the purpose of this is, number one is for the betterment of the sport. We want this sport to be huge. We love the sport, like it's a passion, and we want this sport to be in Qatar, bigger than it is now. And then we want the Qatari athletes to take it more seriously also. So if we bring everybody together from the whole region, and there are definitely much more advanced powerlifting
the competition
setups.
is heating up as well. Like
Yeah.
there's some really awesome people coming in. And
So that's the thing, right? If you were to look at the schools in Bahrain or in Kuwait or the UAE or Saudi even, or Oman even, you will see that they have a pedigree in powerlifting. They've been around for a while.
Yeah.
We're kind of new. Qatar is just coming on the map. So we want everyone around to kind of think of us as up and coming, and we want to be part of the club. That's how we want the Qatari athletes to grow.
approach this.
Eventually, the idea is to be able to send Qatari athletes to compete worldwide.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, on a world stage and
Represent
maybe
the- yeah.
represent and get a medal. Yeah, it'd be nice to see.
That'd be nice.
Qatar's been doing so well with the Olympics also.
Olympics,
like
exactly.
Miso, or
Why not?
our
Why not?
homeboy. Yeah, why not in the powerlifting?
Exactly.
Yeah, so
You know?
that's the idea. So this is kind of a way to keep it fresh, make it a little enticing.
I think we do it differently too. We do it more exciting. We have our own spin.
We
to
do.
it, you know.
We do. Yeah, no, it's fun.
You know.
And speaking of fun, there will be a jury
Ooh.
Yeah, we're not just
right.
gonna leave it up to the judges and the refs.
Can you explain? Because this is the first time. Because the first time I've experienced a jury or understanding is when I watched Sheffield.
Sheffield?
That's when we had a power. We talked about Sheffield
Yes,
for a bit.
we talked about Sheffield. Remember
Yeah,
that? That
yeah.
was, but that was a power before the competition. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
about not squatting.
Oh yeah. But-
Jesus, who destroyed.
We didn't
who
talk about
dest-
Sheffield.
I know. We talked
So-
about Jesus, and we said this guy in Sheffield, he's going to destroy it,
And he did.
and he
Oh,
destroyed
wow.
it. What was it? 470, 272,
it was,
410.
Yeah, 470, 270, 272. I
Yeah,
just watched his bench now with Luke.
yeah.
And 410. And 410, he stopped and like looked at the
Again,
jury.
yeah.
and
So,
checked.
so here's the deal.
So how does that work?
So you're gonna have your refs.
Yeah.
Your refs are gonna make their calls,
Mhm.
and there's no bias, but refs can make mistakes.
Mm.
Again, it's a tricky sport. You're checking whether it was this or this.
It's such a small.
Yeah,
little-
there's a very small margin for error, but they happen. So while the refs are reffing, there will be a secondary bunch checking on the refs doing their work called the
Okay.
jury.
They're
Yeah.
reffing the reffing. They're
Yeah,
reffing
they're
the
roughing the roughing. Yeah, and coaches will have a chance to object to calls to the jury. So if it's a call, but to their own athletes, they can't object to other athletes' calls.
That
So
makes
if I'm a coach and my lifter did a great job in the lift and the refs called it red, I'm gonna go to the jury and say, "Hey guys, that looks, like it's definitely not a red. Take a look at it." And of course, maybe they'll overturn it, maybe they won't. If they won't, they'll show the reason why. So that's one way the jury works. But if I'm a coach and I see some others lifter doing a bad job or a bad lift, and the refs give it white, I can't go to the table
Jury,
and go,
exactly.
"Hey,
Yeah, well,
that was a bad lift."
Mm.
No, we don't want non-sportsman-like behavior. We want to keep this.
professional.
Want to keep this professional. I want everyone to be concerned with their own lifts. We're doing our job. Everybody should do their job. The second way the jury operates is even without an objection. The jury will check every reffing call.
This is the first we're doing it. This is gonna be very
Yes,
interesting.
yes, it should be fun.
I think the last meet, the refs did an amazing job. I didn't see anyone really like sort of talk back.
Yeah, no.
You know, maybe I say this with love, but maybe with Dora. There was one time she made me laugh.
Yeah, no.
She got a white. It was in her bench,
She got really angry.
but she got a white. I don't get. She got 2 whites.
It was a very
But-
angry moment.
But I thought it was funny. That's all. I wanted to.
So a very angry.
What
redhead.
happened? You got 2 whites. You're fine. But no. But I think I wouldn't be too worried because I think we do a great job. We handle the refereeing very well in a very professional manner. At the same time, we do have cameras on every side.
Yes.
That's
So
also-
that's why we have the capacity for a jury is we have these cameras running.
Mhm.
So now you'll have the refs and you'll have the cameras running with the jury. It won't be just for footage. Yes, we do have our footage, which you're going to be covering, and commentating.
Oh yeah, right. I'm not competing.
Yes, it's okay.
I'm excited.
Saving your lifts for
Save-
November.
Exactly. I'm excited. I don't like. I
Excellent.
was actually looking forward to. Sounds really silly. Like when you said there's a, I wanted to be a part of the team and check out how it works in a team. But that's not my goal, and I'm more excited to see behind the scenes.
I think it's appropriate this time.
Yeah.
It's the last competition was a couple months ago.
Yeah. I
So give you some time on your
jumping up.
hypertrophy and strength cycle before you start picking again.
Yeah, it's too much.
Huh? So,
Yeah.
so we're gonna run it. We're gonna have a jury. The jury will check if it's all 3 white. They're probably not gonna look at it. If it's all 3 red, they're probably not gonna look at it. Most calls are clear, but the calls that aren't clear, where you have a red and 2 whites or 2 reds and a white, we're not adopting the blue and the yellow flags
I
yet.
was gonna say that's not happening.
No,
this
it's
time
just
around.
red and white for now,
Okay.
and the jury will have the capacity to call the refs to argue and change calls.
Mhm.
So the jury will be at the tech table, and hopefully this way we'll be able to provide a fairer stage. A fairer stage for everyone to perform to their best.
I think
Okay.
it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
the
it's
jury
if
is,
we do our job right, everybody will be happy to compete. If we show mistakes happen, but if we reduce our mistakes and we show no bias to anyone and there's no bigger or smaller person, everybody gets treated equally and fairly, then people will show up to compete.
Do you think a competition like this happened, like powerlifting team event?
I've not seen it.
I was gonna say
I've not
this is
seen
the
it.
first
We're
of
we're
its-
hoping. It's a little nervous starting this, but
What
like
is,
if
what are
if
your
this,
thoughts going into this? Like, how do you figure how this is?
I
Gonna be
figure
different?
we could do this on a yearly basis, and we'd have clubs competing with each other, and whoever wins this, of course, wins the giant cash prize, but also takes the cup home with their name on it,
Mm.
winner for 2023. And then for 2024, we ask them to bring the cup back, and whoever wins
Oh,
it,
switches around.
and we'll just have the names of every winner, and they'll leave it at their club. Hopefully, they don't lose it.
Mm.
Yeah, and leave it at their club, and it's bragging rights by all means, but it's also the start of something. Hopefully, that's bigger than it's not. I mean, yes, powerlifting is an individual sport, but if it can also be thought of as a team. If you look at all these competitors online, and they really do operate in teams.
They do. Joey Flex.
Joey Flex.
He,
Oof.
he,
Wow.
He,
Wow, dude.
he
Wow,
trains-
Joey Flex.
he trains.
Jesus, Amanda and Kaiko. Who I don't know, maybe seven current world champions,
Yeah.
something like that.
If there was a team powerlifting event, they'd probably like.
They would destroy the world. I don't think anyone else would have similar numbers.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Like Joey Flex. I'm actually I subscribe to his YouTube channel and I listen to what he has to say. It makes it sound so easy, but yeah, he does a great job.
So definitely look out. This is the first. I like to think this is at least in Doha.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the first in the region.
The
I
first in
have not
the
seen
region.
it anywhere else.
Exactly, the first in the region team powerlifting event. It's somewhat historic. Again, this is I think another reason why I'm more excited to watch.
Yeah.
You know, to see how it operates, see how it works.
You never know. Maybe we set a trend. Maybe we start to see a worldwide trend where other clubs sign up and the clubs start to send their guys and their ladies.
So I know this sort of format works when it comes to the weightlifting, where it's like every gym signs up.
Yeah.
Here it's more like no gyms. It's more like individual clubs. They have.
Well, we don't have powerlifting gyms in Qatar.
Exactly.
We have powerlifting gyms in Bahrain. We have powerlifting gyms in Kuwait. You have powerlifting gyms in the UAE. You have it in Saudi and Oman. We don't have a federation here. We're hoping to register a federation
Hopefully.
here. Yeah, but like I said, we're young. We're young, but we're hungry. So we'll make this happen.
Definitely see more exciting things to come.
Yeah, for sure. One last thing.
Yeah.
Again, this is an untested meat.
Yeah.
But by all means, the use of PEDs is not good. If you are using, that's your life. That is up to you. Maybe there is a way to use it that is suitable. If you're making money from it, like people will talk about this internationally. Why? If I'm just trying to get a beach body and I'm trying to look a certain way and I start it just doesn't make sense. If you were gonna talk about people whose livelihood depends on it, then okay, maybe then you should. I'm not talking medical condition now. I'm talking about livelihood. If that is the case and you make a living from it, and then like people will look away. But
Yeah.
the other part is don't lie about it.
Yeah. I think just be open about it.
Man, like I don't want to open up a can of worms. But we run untested meets sheerly for financial reasons, because trying to get everybody tested is
yeah.
But we highly recommend finding out your best self before you approach going into the untested world.
Exactly. Yeah.
There are athletes out there who are phenomenal, who respectfully will talk clearly about what they do and why they do it, and it makes perfect sense. But in this situation, we recommend that anyone and everyone educate themselves on the use of PEDs and what that means.
Definitely.
Okay, rather than just jump into it and say, "Hey, can I?"
Yeah.
Really trying to avoid the topic, by the way.
No, I know. Me too. That's why I'm kind of staying silent. Honestly, like my only thoughts, like just generally, like, and I think the reason why I would never approach it is because it's let's say you decide to go off it, you'll never get the same numbers. You might get demotivated.
I have no idea.
You know,
I have no idea. I've heard anecdotal evidence. I've heard people talk about what the science says. I've heard so many things. I've heard people say that it does this and it does that. I could tell you if you have a medical condition, by all means, that's what it's there for.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But if you're going to, again, I don't want to jump in for the reasons why. Maybe it's important enough for people. It's just not something we stand behind, and we hope everyone understands that achieving your maximum or achieving your best self should definitely be an aim It does not mean it has to be done with the use of any kinds of PEDs.
Stay healthy.
Yeah, stay healthy.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Yeah. I think also just for yourself as well. I think it's just healthier.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now that being said, it's an untested meat.
It is.
All right,
Yeah.
that's how we'll say that.
We're just gonna leave it at that then.
Cool.
Cool.
Uh,
Looking forward to it, and expect more of this to come.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun. When more details come out, we'll let everybody know. Did we overrun our time?
20 minutes.
You kidding? All right, bye everyone.
Bye.